I just saw Steph get eaten by the Armco.
Nom 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 nom. I've started streaming, by the way.
Hmm?
I've started
Oh
streaming,
yeah,
by the way.
I
Right.
gotcha.
There we go.
I just
Mute that. Drop it in all of the places and waste quality time. Because we're so good at this.
can't even hear you at all, Miss.
What? On the stream?
No,
Hello?
here in Discord.
Am I quiet again, or...?
Now you're not.
Okay, I was mumbling because I'm a silly little goose.
Just shout
Ah,
more.
Yeah, I don't think my neighbours would appreciate that very much. Krabby's Discord. Krabby, Krabby, Krabby. And where's the nerds chat? There. Okay. I've wasted a minute of quali. This is good. Who needs quali? It's fine. Okay. Ah, I see Chris is also wasting quality time.
Good chance.
Sorry?
I can take hairpins at the same time.
I think the more I drive this track, the worse my opinion gets. Oh? Why is Darren gone?
Whereas Matthias is second overall.
Yeah, he was like that in the practice session as well. Are you qualifying?
Yeah. Up now, Darren's back in. So Matthias is now third.
This is going to be an interesting race.
Hello again.
Hello again.
Just had confirmation that yes, indeed, I do live in the whitest of middle-class neighborhoods.
Nice.
Someone is mowing their lawn in December.
Why?
Try to kill their grass and just, during the winter, so all their grass looks fucking brown.
Why would they do that?
Are you sure they're just not mowing up leaves, or are they straight up mowing the grass?
I honestly have no idea at this point.
Hey, it's December. This grass isn't dead enough.
It's raining too, so they have to be complete nutcase.
Well, third in class it is by the looks of it.
Oh yeah, your dad's beating you.
Yeah, Dad's practiced and like gets on with the circuit. I have never driven the circuit before, so the practice difference between me and Dad makes a real difference now.
Buy one of his laps, see what he's doing better.
He's just faster, as I understand it.
Okay. I think it might be time to throw this away.
What is it?
The driest piece of bread I've ever had.
Ah. That's probably pretty stale.
Very much. It's a shame because it's cinnamon raisin, so it's really good. But
Well, it
no,
was really
no.
good. I hate this corner, question mark. Like that really long left right at the end of the lap, you've kind of got to lift for. Hate that corner so much. Oh, never mind, Steph's ahead. Okay, fourth, I guess. Unless Steph is in the 2-litre.
It's
You're still listed as third, so you're good.
I'm the only Oscar in the 1.5.
Okay.
No.
The only
I mean,
factory
like,
Oscar.
works. Yeah.
Yeah, you're down with the privateer peasants now.
trying to think, have I ever ran a factory effort car in the series at all?
I mean, technically the number 2 entry, if you drive the Cunningham, it's a factory entry.
Does that count?
Yeah.
I don't know if that counts.
Why? They made their own
Because
road
they're
cars.
not really a manufacturer.
They made their own road cars.
When?
It was niche, but they genuinely made their own road cars in the 50s and 60s.
I'm gonna need confirmation on that because I don't believe you.
That's fair enough, to be honest.
Oh no, our Maseratis I ran was a factory
Yeah, you did.
entry, technically.
Blech. Robin going for the last to first challenge.
I'm playing Gran Turismo Portable, I'm not even trying.
3 Oscars, 3 Porsches. Pretty good.
And Darren's on pole.
Of course he is.
The only competition is sick, of course he is.
Yeah, he only can do was it when the Germans are sick.
Tom Dieter
Nobody can
second.
beat- Nobody can beat the Germans except for when they're sick. Scratch that.
So Darren, Tom and Martin all within a second. And Matt's not that far behind. Neither is Matthias. Well, this is going to be interesting.
So, Declan, how much fuel are you putting in?
I'm doing a full tank.
Oh god, yeah, fuel. That's a good idea.
Motherfucker. You're not
What's
very
it?
helpful.
30 laps, isn't it?
45
certainly
liters
do-
should be plenty.
I'm doing a full tank for ballast reasons.
We'll do that
Doesn't need it
much.
in the Oscar. In the
I
bigger cars, definitely.
Well, it wasn't even helping in the bigger car.
Yeah, we'll do that much. Okay, warm up.
Even Darren's given up.
Be nice.
Yes, Mom.
Look, half barrier.
More than 2. It's more than 2 laps, Tom.
Gee, if only it said it somewhere on the screen.
I know, that would
Look
be
out.
really helpful.
That's why they have it. They hit it. Okay.
Matt, I don't know why you dropped behind me. You're faster than me. Why?
Trying to give you a confidence boost.
I appreciate it, but it's not really worked. All you've done is confuse me. Which, like, granted, that's not too difficult, but come on.
Come on, have some confidence. Someone has to.
Yeah, Robin, someone has to have some confidence.
Why? Don't look at me.
Yeah, don't look at me.
I'm not in the physical or mental state to have anything even resembling confidence.
I'm sure you'll do fine.
Well, my goal is to not finish last. Anything beyond that is gravy.
Oh, is it a circuit-wide yellow flag?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's people
Because
practicing
they're
starts.
soon to practice start.
Yeah. Ooh, we're not rolling. That's surprising.
Okay.
Hi, Declan.
Hi, Miff.
Look something up and realize that actually, yeah, that's really obvious. Why did you not think of that earlier?
Ooh, I just had a stutter. That was nice. Okay. Session time is over, by the way, so if you escape, it will go faster.
I don't think there's any risk of it going faster.
That first corner is just awful. Like, can you imagine starting a mid-70s F1 race here?
Especially you got that jump there.
Yeah, you got the jump, and then you've got a tight hairpin as turn one.
Sounds like you
Make
should brake
that-
before the hairpin then.
Like, I watched a little highlight reel earlier, and it was like, Fittipaldi didn't qualify for this race, but he was happy about that.
No, yeah, I don't blame him.
And then it was like, and he was probably right, because a turn one pile-up including both Ferraris, who locked out the front row. Okay, I am now rolling on the grid, which is lovely. So, let's heel and toe the start, shall we?
Biden look left and right at some point. Feel like it might be a good idea to set up. Yeah,
And somebody blew up.
that's Matt. How did that happen?
Because I have to heal and tow the start. Because it would run downhill. I cannot believe that.
It's your first of the season, isn't it?
Second,
Second.
Monza.
Oh.
I got Curva Grande wrong at Monza.
Well, no, it meant your first engine.
Oh yeah, no, that's the first reliability hit of the year. Go on, Dad. Dad's leading.
What?
Dad's ahead of Matthias.
What?
I think Matthias probably had a bad start.
You think? Ooh. Dad's just overtaken Steph. Dad, like, practiced properly. And it shows.
He's the only one.
Steph's just having a hell of a grand old time.
Yeah. Oh, Dad's drifting.
And it was good while it lasted.
No, Dad's still leading. I'm so sad I blew up.
How it's
Oh.
the 1.5s.
Matthias
end
just
only.
took out Matt. Crash, middle.
If I see it.
Jesus Christ.
Why are you braking? Why am I in 4th gear? Why is anything?
I'm sorry, it was Chris, not Matt. Got bombed. Top 4 are glued together. And Darren's in 4th.
Just biting this time, I'm sure.
Ooh. Matthias just tried to door his way past Dad, and they've both whacked the wall. Oh, and they've both hit the wall again. This is not good.
Matthias is a former touring car driver.
And Matthias just dive bombed him.
Matthias is a former touring car driver.
Yeah. And Dad's pissed off. Yeah. I don't think anything about that was good, actually. And Martin's running away with it.
So all as this it should be then.
Yeah.
I didn't cut you off there, did I, Declan? Or is that not you? No, that's Steph. Never mind.
Declan's now behind you.
Get my car back up. Let's not fuck up in the same spot again.
Drift out.
Well, it's just as well I blew up on this race, because I hate the track and I've barely practiced. So.
Ah, but I wanted you to suffer.
But that's two.
I mean,
Right.
enjoy the race.
Yeah, that's two blank races now. If one of them's a drop round, the other one will set me back.
At least your dad's carrying the family honour.
Just about. Matthias has got past now, though. Matthias essentially bullied his way past. So. I'm sure I'll get a lovely little conversation with Dad about that later.
I'm sure he'll drop in here when he's done.
Yeah.
In fact, I hope so.
Okay, so basically I need Dad to beat you to hold second in the championship.
Me?
Yeah. You're 8 points
How am
behind
I
me.
in contention at all?
because you're 8 points behind me and you get 8 points for a second place finish.
I have no idea how that happened because I basically forgot about this car completely.
Yeah, you've done 2 races. I've scored in 3.
Well, I don't think there's too much danger of me catching your dad. Because like you said, he's had practice.
Yeah, thank God.
God.
So it
fucking
doesn't matter
damn.
anyway, because I won't be driving this car at Ruin if I show up at all.
Okay, so in that case, I need you to beat Dad. Because Dad's only 10 points behind me.
No, I don't think I will.
Good catch, Chris.
Steph has gotten past John.
Not necessarily.
Let's be honest, it's kind of inevitable.
I don't know, they're whacking each other a lot.
I've gotten past John D.
Yeah.
It is inevitable. I should have chosen the long gears and just not run 4th gear at all. Bye, Maserati. Piece of shit. Please don't have a crash in front of me. It's very unsporting. Okay, guess I'm on to talk. Please no kill. Thank you.
Are you just anxiously looking in the mirror whenever John's there?
Anxiously, more hopefully. The sooner this is done, the sooner I can take a shower and hopefully hit my head and die. Oh wait, I can't. I have to pick up someone from the airport.
Oh, have fun with that. That's...
Well, at least it's not as bad as having to drop them off there, because that was at 4 in the morning.
Oh.
And they didn't tell me it was at 4 in the morning until 4 hours ahead of time. So I went there on 2 hours of sleep.
Oh my god.
I was not happy.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh, Matt Red's out.
How'd that happen? Quick, Miff, local report on the scene.
What?
Matt Wright is out.
I got a Rossier going slow. John.
They can't be related, they were too far apart.
Aww. I know that's not how it was intended, but...
Sweeping left at the end, Matt lost it over a slight crest. Spun into the wall and then just pressed escape. The damage was not severe.
Oh. Yet another false victim to the malaise that is Montjuich.
Hate this track.
Hey, at least you blew your engine at the start so you didn't have to endure it.
Yeah. And John just had a little spin. And a very, very light bonk into the wall. So most people are just kind of on their own at the moment. There's about a second between Darren in second and Tom in third, but that's the closest gap in the entire field.
There's not going to be a single grey panel left on this car by the time I'm done with it.
That's fine.
Say that, but it does not bode well for the big car.
This is true. Patra time.
I finally remember what that livery of yours reminds me of now.
What?
Fittipaldi car from like the 70s. Or was it 80s? The Copper Sugar car.
70s, definitely.
Because that was also just a striped ending in an animal.
Have an animal on it?
Yeah, it was a bird at the end, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. Silver one.
I thought they also did it in yellow.
So they did? What year is that from? 78 and 9.
I'm amazed that company still exists. And
Huh.
still uses the exact same logo.
Okay, that's the amazing bit. Quick check-in. Steph is catching Dad. Yeah, gaps are all still pretty big.
John crashed again.
Oh. Yep, small spin, same place. Almost caught it, but then it snapped back the other way.
Also, you're really quiet again, Myth.
Oh, hello. Is my volume better now?
Didn't notice an
Better.
issue, so I think that might be
It's
on your
okay.
end.
Yeah, no, I have a feeling it's just the way that I'm talking. I slowly end up going to mumbling and whatever.
Are you one of those people that slowly leans back further and further away from the microphone the longer it goes?
That would be difficult considering the fact that it's attached to my skull.
Fair enough. Mine's attached to my desk, so...
Ah. Yeah, I don't quite have that problem.
Had an accident.
You've had an accident?
Steph did.
Steph, ooh.
The cap went from 10 seconds back to 4 seconds. Ooh. No, don't do that. Jesus.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, up to that half spin, not really, just really loose. And then the half spin happened.
Steph's auditioning for D1GP. Actually, that puts me in overall points now, doesn't it? Yeah.
I think
It's not gonna
overall
last.
points is top 5?
No, it should be top 6, shouldn't it?
Yeah, that's Silver Star.
Yeah.
Why would it be different for silver and gold star?
Ask
Oh, no,
Frank.
that's Frank.
Both of us are immediately, I don't know, ask the French person.
He's been gone for a month.
Yeah.
More than a month.
Okay, at each race, gold star points will be given to the first 5 classified overall, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and to the first 6 classified on each class. Ask,
Okay, I need
ask,
your dad to have an accident. Team
ask
orders.
the French person. I have no idea why it's like that.
The French, man, it's French.
Their counting system is also completely backwards.
I mean, yeah, they have to do math to count.
Granted, I'm Dutch and probably shouldn't speak on that part, but we're not much better.
Oh, Steph's got turn 1 wrong.
That's
Wow.
an interesting sight to see a car come at you horizontally while you're braking for a turn.
He didn't hit anything.
Mildly disconcerting.
He didn't hit anything.
I know, I'm as disappointed as you are.
He did that, and he didn't hit anything.
Server hacks must be.
Yes, obviously. Oh. Steph just blend it into turn 1 against the hay bales. Oh, is it dead? Yep, Steph's out.
Rip and pepperonis.
Only 3 left in 2 litre.
And they're all at the front.
Yep. Actually, no, sorry, 4. I forgot that Jonathan was there. He is a lap down. Right, back to Matra painting.
So are you gonna paint it a metallic silver to complete the look, or not?
No.
Aww.
That does sound like
What
it
then?
would be pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it's a shame that RF2 doesn't do metallic paints.
It's a shame that this mod doesn't have it enabled. RF2 does. Okay, so I have it already, do I? Oh, I do. Okay.
What's the Welsh national colour then? Red?
Yes.
Guess that makes sense since the dragon is red.
Yes. And if you believe, I think it was, can't remember. I think it was the Maganogion.
You made that up.
No, I did not. If you believe Welsh legend, it's because of a fight between two dragons. That Wales both has the national colour red and has the national symbol of a dragon. We're a very interesting and normal country, I promise.
Not like any country is safe from having weird legends.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh my god, why are these all unlabeled? Which one is the one I'm looking for? Wait, is that just the background
Oh,
for
shit.
that? Oh my god. Oh, it is. Oh, that's really annoying.
The issue?
The sponsor sheet has separated the backgrounds of the logos and the text into two different groups, so you have to paste them in separately. Who and why?
Probably has to do with how the billboards read.
Yeah, most likely. Thank you, Wuchu, very cool.
I don't think that sheet was ever meant to be used the way we use it.
No, but it should have been planned for. God damn it, just to make my life easier.
I don't think that's how it works. Also, just make your own. Be a proper graphics designer, make your own own sponsors.
Proper graphics designer?
Yeah.
What is one of those?
Well, me if I want to be pretentious.
Right.
I haven't paid for
No,
my
I've
work.
been
That
napped.
technically counts.
Wait, no. I've done a commission before. Oh no.
Yes, but do your commissions include non-video game stuff?
Okay, no, I've literally done one, and no, it was a video game thing. Oh yeah. Thank you, National Library of Wales. 19. Da-da-da.
Is John trying to repair his car? Because he's been sitting there for a while now.
He is in pit lane. Yeah, I think that's a That's a proper full pit stop. 2 laps down now.
2, that's impressive. Figured it'd be more.
3. Congratulations, you've inspired me. I'm currently on the National Library of Wales website looking at ye olde newspapers for sponsors of long dead companies.
Tev?
Hi.
Hello.
Chris, sorry for the hit in round 1. Not great.
Yeah.
Was a stupid error on my side.
Some very impressive reverse entries into turn 1 there.
Yeah. This won't happen again. This was not a fun race for while it lasted.
Gave me something to do at least.
Yeah. But steering damage, and then every time I locked up, it veered off to the left, and yeah. Didn't want to ruin other races, so I just decided to fucking quit.
I'm done. I'm done.
You've had enough?
Yeah.
It just kind of reaches a point where you're like, nope, no more.
I mean, did he even make qualify? I don't think I even qualified distance.
No, probably not.
We're barely halfway.
No, yeah, no one's at quality distance at the moment. Need to be 23 laps. Hey, you got further than me. Don't do that. It's a new layout. Robin, I can't believe you've done this to me.
I apologize, but I'm out. What are you coming up with?
I'm currently editing from a newspaper clipping for Deakin's Miraculous Chest, Cough and Lung Healer. Because why not?
bonk.
Big bonk.
And she's not steering. Whoa, not at all. Holy crap.
You good?
No, we are pulling very much to the right now.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, you are.
Well, I don't have to steer for the right corners anymore. I'm just gonna keep going.
Yeah, Mabinogion, that's what it's called.
Oh, that's not good.
What's just
Maybe
happened?
bang the left side to even it out.
I wonder what it's gonna do in this braking zone.
Probably shouldn't be trying to read a text while driving.
Hey man, no texting and driving.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's kind of important.
Just let you know, Robin, you got Martin behind you.
See him. Probably shouldn't be looking too much behind.
Yeah, nowhere near those tires.
Go on there and go get him.
Yeah, those two are surprisingly close, given the whole time, how long it's been. And I
There
mean-
goes Darren in the wall.
No!
Almost.
I still good, but it lost a lot of ground. I see Jonathan is still in the race.
Yeah, 4 laps down, just about going along, but still there.
Yeah.
Being alive is all that matters.
You good there, Robin?
No. Gone full ping pong.
Full ping pong.
I guess pinball in this case. That would make for an interesting bonus race. Just turn all the barriers into flippers. There has to be a way to do that. Just make sure you turn off damage.
Or make sure that you don't.
Yeah, that's part of the challenge.
Yeah.
There was one old game at least that had that as a cheat code where basically every car turned into a repulsor where if you hit them you send flying.
GTA 4? It wasn't a cheat code, it was a mod.
I was thinking more along the lines of like Toka.
Oh. Toka probably had it, to be fair.
Like either one or two maybe.
Do you remember the tank?
Yes. Okay, guess we're not stopping. I hear more lawnmowers.
In December? What is
Yep.
wrong with America?
That's a rhetorical question, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't have the time for that conversation.
Please tell me there's snow.
That would be quite
Again?
funny.
You're not.
Steph asked, please tell me there's snow.
No, not yet.
No, not right yet either. Where I'm at.
Not yet here either.
Oh, first snow here.
We usually get it like January, February. And usually it's
We've only
everywhere
gotten-
around town, but town itself doesn't have snow, so you'll be like wandering around town and it'll be fine. and yet all of the shops will be empty because once you get 2 miles out of town, everything is just covered in snow and no lorry can get anywhere. It's really funny. So everyone in town is going, yeah, but why can't you get them in? And they're going, 3 lorries jackknifed on in a straight line of 3 miles out of town. There are no supplies. And just some really entitled person is like, yeah, but I don't see why that means, because there's no snow.
Maybe if you leave town, you know.
Yeah, mind you, I can't laugh at that, because I never do.
Those small town problems. I mean, we have them here too.
I just don't need to, and I don't have a car. And public transport is awful. So, like, you know, there's 50 odd pubs and 2 clubs. Why would I want to go anywhere? We got a little. That's everything you need.
You see, I wish we had public transportation, but it's just... It doesn't make enough money, apparently, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just screw the well-being of people. We just want their fucking money.
We have just enough for you to think how good it would be if it functioned. Like, just enough to be frustrating.
There's one bus that comes to this town. That's it. There's no train anywhere near, no anything.
I mean...
But I live
for a
half an
country-
hour from an airport, so there's that.
I mean, for a country that was built by the railroad, our rail system has gone to shit.
Yeah.
It went to shit for much the same reason why it was so great in the first place.
I mean, the freight side of it is, like, really impressive.
No.
No.
No,
It
it
will-
really isn't.
It can be.
Yeah.
It only works because they are overworking people literally to death.
Yes.
And we've
I
had
am aware.
strikes.
Yeah, we're having strikes as well.
There's a derail train like every day, at least.
Yeah.
There was a bad one, I think, a real bad one here in Ohio not too long ago. I think like last year.
Oh, the one that spilled all the chemicals?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't even bother to evacuate the fucking. Didn't even bother to evacuate the town.
the reason it quote unquote works is just brute force. Essentially.
Trains are too long to even fit into the stations anymore.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It doesn't work in any conceivable way.
We have no high-speed trains. They're all slow as shit.
Because all the rails are warped.
Yeah.
Couldn't put a high-speed rail in there anyway.
And then we got Musk, yakking off about his damn Hyperloop, but I haven't seen a damn thing about it.
That's never gonna happen.
No.
Exactly.
It's just never gonna happen. Just as a
It's not gonna happen because it's physically impossible.
yeah.
I want to see him try it, and I want to see him fail miserably.
I found out somewhere he said all this stuff about the Hyperloop just to shut down California's attempts at trying to build a high-speed line.
Yeah, no, that tracks.
Oh, Darren's caught up to Martin.
Yeah, they're right on each other.
We're gonna have another last lap battle here.
Looks like it. I hate that after all this work, I'm like, nah, I don't like it. Delete.
Part of the creative process. Car's crabbing so bad.
Yeah,
If
I'm
it was any
surprised you're
faster, it
not-
would be literally undrivable.
My car had less damage and it was veering off in every braking section. So I can't imagine how bad it is for you.
It's an adventure!
Are you on controller or are you on a steering wheel?
Controller.
Mm,
So it's a very twitchy adventure as well.
Poor John. It spun out again.
John is not having a fun time.
I'm surprised he's still stubborn enough to keep going.
Yeah, I can give him that. He is determined.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, how do Martin and Darren run 52s? Oh.
But can Darren pull it off in here in the last lap or so?
Yeah.
The pressure is there.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I really want to see how their tunes are because I'm awful.
I mean,
at
that
stuff.
Oscar is, from my experience, that Oscar is very difficult to power out of corners.
Yeah, it's good as long as you're like 4,500 RPM
Yep.
and then the power kicks in, even at half RPM. And
Yep.
yeah, it's fast.
Ooh, he's got him.
Like the Oscar is good for like short 90-degree corners, like at Longford.
Yeah. I want to compare it a little bit to the Mercedes in 54. It's fast, but it's not really the most
Oh,
controllable.
Martin's
thing.
spinning.
Really? Oh no, don't. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I hope no serious damage.
Still going.
Mm,
Yeah, but he ain't catching him. This is rank. Darren's won this.
Yeah. At least the steering looks to be okay. Yeah. Steering still seems to be intact. Oh yeah, short shifting and even then is.
Quack.
Duck.
Why?
Quack.
Yeah, Discord's new soundboard.
New? New?
Oh, I've now noticed it. New to
Oh,
me.
it's been around ages.
I want to see how the Lancias are gonna do actually.
Oh, one of them is out sick.
Yeah, okay. It's a shame, but I want to know if they're gonna try to run the D2425.
Engine choice is going to really matter.
Especially in the last sector, it's gonna be well.
Darren wins. From Martin.
That way, I'm not gonna congratulate to it. People are still driving.
You're not gonna what, sorry?
I'm not gonna type in chat yet. People are still driving.
Yes. Wait till everyone's done. Tom's done.
Both Matt and Martin, not Martin.
I think Chris is
Darren
gonna be
and
the last
Martin.
finisher.
Ooh, engine.
Chris.
I think Chris is the last one.
Jonathan finished?
Oh, Mark is the
If it's
Jonathan
Jonathan, then
finished,
you'll be dead.
Mark and Robin are the two last on. No,
Yeah.
it's the 7. Ah, Chris and Mark are the last on the track.
And John's spawned. He's out.
Matthias wins 1.5. Dad with second.
Damn, Darren.
I can't believe after a full year of racing I'm going to end up with like a showdown against Dad in the last race.
Yeah, but
Oh.
we're
Because we're 2 points
finishing it
apart.
all. We're finishing. We're all started in we're in HRC.
Yeah. Boy, that...
Looks like I might have to be at the airport at way later than midnight anyway. Joy.
Awesome.
Woo.
And they have snow. Which we don't. So they might miss their connecting flight. Anyway, oh, I was third.
You
Yes,
were?
flip.
Well done.
Now to never see that car ever again.
Oh, we lost Chris.
Yeah.
To be fair, he didn't say a word the entire time.
Or maybe he was, and just nothing was working.
I've had that happen before. He go 2 entire races and then at the end realize, oh, nobody heard me. It's like, why aren't they answering?
Well, if this is the field, it's gonna be a small race.
There's Erwan and Nicholas sticking it out.
I think Nicholas is gonna win.
What, did the server switch over yet?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
switched over.
Oh, okay. That was quick. Usually it takes a bit.
And then Robin will be there as the moving chicane.
Yeah.
Bold of you to assume they can get around me.
Cunningham forever.
Hi, Darren.
Hello, everyone. Well done.
Hello.
Yeah,
How do
good
you
driving
do?
on your side.
I hated this track. I hated my car.
It's a very It's a very difficult track to get a rhythm in, but funnily enough, I did get into one today. I'm amazed. It was because I had my webcam off, I think. I'm going to do that from now on. Or
Def,
wear
you lied, the server didn't switch over yet.
It should be.
No, it,
Yeah.
It's
it
loading
has.
again.
Is it loading again for you?
There you
Yes.
go, you're in. Owen and Nicholas are driving around.
And I see David and as well. Reese is entering.
Oh,
That was weird.
A lot of effort.
I had.
Uh,
Did any of you guys have a lot of connection issues today?
No.
Nope.
I did earlier.
I had a little stutter in practice.
Yeah, I
which was
noticed
weird.
that.
Yeah.
I dropped out and I was on a fast lap in qualifying and I bloody disconnected. And then luckily I got a good one in right at the last thing.
Hey. Took it on pull.
Yeah, but it's I wouldn't want to race at this track every week. It's very much
Yeah.
a one-off.
I like this track, but it's different.
It's quite interesting. Like it's almost like a modern Tilka creation where they've tried to stitch Saudi Arabia and Monaco together.
The number of long radius, changing radius corners. Ah!
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my Oscars just did not like this track at all, especially the 2-liter.
Yeah, the two. I don't know how, but I was able to do at best a 54, and that was just pure luck. And I don't know how the fuck anybody else can drive the 2-liter on this track. It's not for me.
Tell you one trick. I actually ran the longest gearing and ran it as a 3-gear car.
Really?
Yeah, because it just wouldn't. None of the other ratios would work at all, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to save time here if I can limit my shifting. So basically, yeah, I was running at max revs in third, going up the hill towards the jump, which was perfect, and it helped drive out of the corners too.
Yeah, because I was doing the one before the shortest, and I was able to stay in second and third, but before, what is corner 3?
Yep.
I was always losing traction there all the time whenever I was off throttle, just because of the shifting of the weight.
That was the main corner. That second hairpin was the main reason I did go to a 3 long gear. So something worth thinking about if we ever come here again, which I
do not want to come here again.
Well, Declan, funnily you mentioned that because Frank's just messaged me and he said round 1 2024 is at Montjuich.
You're lying. You're lying.
I am lying.
Yeah.
I am lying.
I wouldn't mind this.
I want this track blacklisted.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm being silly.
I want to propose one thing. If we, instead of taking the big cars, all the small cars, so anything 1.5 and lower, and run it here for 10 laps. You have things like 50 horsepower.
Yeah.
10 laps here. I think that would be fun because the cars are not powerful enough to spin tires.
Yeah, it would be in those smaller cars for sure. There may well be an opportunity for that, Steph. I mean, we've got to talk about what you want to do. Like, I'm not sure what is happening next year, and I'm actually going to not plan anything until early next year. Like, going to have a break. After Rouen, I'm just going to say, look, we're going to give Frank more time to come back. And we'll just like leave things for a month or two, and then if it gets to the end of, January or February, then we'll make some plans to do something. But in the meantime, like I don't know if Nico's talked to you at all, but I would like to like pay you a retainer to keep you on the server.
Oh yeah, that's already dealt with.
Oh, it is? Okay. Has Nico done that with you or?
Together with Frank and such a few months ago. That has
So they actually paid you for some of next year?
Yeah, they've already done some payments and such. The payment side has been finished. I'm still working on getting more server capacity
Awesome.
because I'm running 3 servers at the moment, and I want to try to get up to 5.
Uh-huh.
So we can do, I want to say maybe a fun class with something Formula 1 related, something 50, something 60s, and then a server where we just experiment with stuff.
Yep. That sounds good. I think,
I like.
sorry, I was just going to say, like the first few months of next year, the opportunity to do these, we might set up a channel or something where people can propose like races like you've just spoken about, and then if it gets enough upvotes or something, then we spin up a server for it.
Yeah, I mean
Maybe,
they're
yeah.
paying. I want to make sure that it's being utilized. I don't want to turn it off for a month and be like, yeah, okay, give me money. That's not what I want to do.
So a mini cup was one that was talked about. That'd be good. That'd be good here at Montjuich, minis. We definitely should do. Anyway, let's. Yeah, I know I need a break. So
Oh yeah, we all need a break from.
yeah, I'm
these
burnt out.
cars.
I'm burnt out of these cars. They've become a lot harder to drive and still rewarding, very rewarding, but not as rewarding as they were.
Yeah, we can see the turnout for these events. I mean, last week I don't like Silverstone, but that's just me. But we had a massive turnout for the 3+ class. And
Yep.
1.5 and 2s, it was a massive race, and now we're not even at 20 people.
I say take it back a bit on the realism. Maybe like let's go back to 54 physics, but still keep like the engine damage stuff.
Yeah. So like,
I think we're choose of that mind. Sorry,
Yeah.
Myth.
No, that's fine. The debate is it even realism? Because at the end of the day, we're kind of no. But the thing is, like, is someone reads one thing in a book and then changes it, and it's like, okay, but is that accurate? Who's saying it? How reliable is the source?
Yeah.
It's never gonna be.
Agreed.
It's never
yeah.
gonna be realistic. We are only kind of getting an idea of what it would be like, maybe. And I think the 54 physics, or where we were at the very start in 53, but with some
More
engine
fun to drive and more accessible.
with some
Yeah,
engine
exactly,
reliability, is more
Yeah,
fun.
the flat shift
It's-
and everything.
It's more fun. It's more accessible, and you could kind of see the characteristics, especially closer to the edge, because more people were able to drive it closer to the edge and enjoy those differences in behaviour and configuration for each car. As it is now, I think maybe only those who are either really good or have stuck around so long that we know the cars are sticking around, because anyone who jumps in and tries to learn this doesn't actually get the depth that is there because it's too impenetrable. They can't
Yeah, it
get
takes
to
too
that
long
point.
to.
Very, very steep learning curve.
Yeah, and a long one too.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Like
not
I'm
something
still
like
learning things about the Bristol now,
yeah, no, exactly.
setup wise, and like yeah, I agree. So and I'm not streaming, by the way. Now,
I am.
So oh well. Anyway, we've recorded for posterity, but I think Wuchu may be of a similar mind, and what my thought would be, given what you mentioned, Declan, is if Frank doesn't come back, a few months into next year, then we should think about running a series with the base 54 mod, which I think, from what Wuchu said, is going to take the best of what Yuka did, and I think that mechanical sympathy is the best part. But maybe Mantis is going to do the physics. So anyway, we'll wait and see.
Hi, Dad.
Like I said, I certainly say tone it back a bit, like what we had was 54, but was the mechanical sympathy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
It was. I think it was both necessary and fun to do what we've done and get to where we've got, but it's also something that we've got to realise that it isn't what we first envisaged, and being sensible enough to go, okay, this hasn't worked out how we wanted it to. Let's take a step back and take what we've learned, but not cling on to the changes that we've made regardless. Let's take what we've learned, go back to step 1, and then redo it the way that works best.
Well, I think Wuchu's got all of that under control.
Yeah, exactly. As a group,
we can trust him and Mantis and Yuka to sort all that out. I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Am I the only one that hasn't given up on the new Ferraris that?
Well, that's what that's what we would race with.
Yes.
That new version with the new cars, but the handling will be different, I think. But we'll just have to wait and see. I must say personally, I'm interested in that Champion series with the 60s cars. That looks quite interesting. I don't know if you saw that on in the chat channel.
It's on the radar, definitely. It all depends on calendars and whatnot.
Yeah, for you with your iRacing, it might be tough, Miff.
Yeah, but I mean also, like, if there's something going on with this group that is viable to carry on, then I want to do that.
Yeah,
like, I don't want to just be jumping communities year to year, depending on what takes my fancy. It's that thing where if you like what is going on, even if somewhere else is doing something slightly better for a year, you know, if you properly stick with a community, then you're gonna get better rewards from it, aren't you? You're gonna form teams and stories and all this jazz, like we have for 2 years now.
Gonna make friends moving every year.
Yeah, no, exactly. Otherwise, every league is gonna get to know you as someone who turns up for a year and then gets bored and leaves.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think we're in a bit of an exception here, given the uncertainty surrounding the league we're in right now.
Yeah, definitely. Which is
I
why
really hope Frank's okay, but I really don't want to push ahead with the HSO structure and philosophy if he's not involved.
Exactly, which is why with this series and this group in particular, it depends what calendars look like and what calendars are floating around.
I have access to the calendars and everything. I'm on the admin side, so I know a few things that are proposed.
I'm just going to remind you that I'm still streaming.
I forgot to renew my iRacing subscription, so I'm open.
Oh, you have you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Traitor.
Wow,
No,
okay.
I've forgotten to renew my iRacing subscription, so I'm open.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Did you not get it on the Black Friday thing?
No, completely forgot.
Well done.
Yeah, well, there we are.
Also, good news, Reese, is finally you're able to subscribe to Reese on Twitch now.
To Reese.
To Reese, yeah. Southpaw.
Why?
What?
I wasn't a partner yet.
Is it?
Yeah, it wasn't. So now he's partners.
Oh,
What?
yo!
Well,
What do you mean?
congrats to him.
Sorry?
Reese is a partner
Is
on
that-
Twitch. That's cool.
Passive income.
Oh, right, okay, because Twitch is the one where you've got to be a partner before you get a subscribe button, because a subscribe button and a follow button are two different things.
But I subscribe to his Twitch channel. Have done for a year. I don't understand what you're talking about here.
Are you paying for him?
No, I'm not. No, just I'm following him. Sorry, I get you now.
Yeah, he has.
I didn't realise you couldn't pay. Like I donated to his Ko-Fi a couple of times.
Me as well.
So yeah, okay. I must check it out. So
Yes,
they're practicing now.
Yeah, they're practicing.
Only 9 people.
14 minutes to go.
8.
I'm gonna spectate with the sound off for a bit before I head off.
Oh, 7. Somebody just left.
I think that's
Oh, no.
that's about everything that I can get done without being able to
that
go
was
back
Doc.
into the show.
7, Jesus, I thought there'd be more.
Yeah, the turnout is really low. I think we had like 24 people on the practice
Yeah.
in total, and I think a lot of people just either it's end of the year and people are burned out of, or it must be some reason. I think it's a track mainly.
I think it's a combination of lots of things, and I think the track is a big one, because learning a new track, especially a 70s street circuit, is going to be really difficult.
Yeah.
A very physical track as well.
Yeah.
Oh, tell me about it.
I'm just thinking, like, while practicing around it, can you imagine driving a mid-70s F1 car around here?
No, thank you.
What?
I value my life more than that.
Like I watched, like I said to the people who've been in the voice channel the whole time. I said earlier, I watched some like 5-minute race highlights or something from, I think it was 74, and the Ferraris locked out the front row, but Fittipaldi didn't qualify for the race, and he was happy about that. And then it goes, and he was probably right, as a turn 1 pile-up involving Lauda, Regazzoni and someone else, so both Ferraris who locked out the front row, it wiped like 3-4 cars in turn 1. Because
not a difficult corner to do it on.
Because the start is literally, you drop the clutch, you go up a hill, and then there's a jump into the braking zone, and then a tight hairpin. You can imagine a field of like 26 mid-70s F1 cars going into that.
I'd imagine they would have been backing off before the hump.
Yeah, especially towards the back of the pack, yeah.
Yeah.
Who caused the problem in race 1, by the way? Because everybody was quite close together, and then suddenly there was nobody behind me.
Really?
I had a small touch with Chris.
Yeah.
That's what he was talking about in the chat, the Discord.
Yeah, you know
he apologised.
The big wide like main
mistake.
road bit with the fountain on the left.
Yeah, a little bit behind that.
Yeah.
I came out of turn 1 side by side with Miff, and then...
No, you didn't. It was Matthias.
It was Matthias.
It was.
Really?
I thought it was you, and then the next thing I knew, Matthias was all over me, banging into me left, right, and centre, and there was nobody else there.
Yeah, no, you only battled with Matthias. I can promise you that no one battled with me for the entire race.
Okay.
Pain.
I was slightly confused when you said you heel and toe to stop it rolling. Huh?
Yeah, so I spawned on the grid and the car started rolling forward. So okay, so I hold the clutch down. I've got my heel on the brake. And then to start the car, obviously you need throttle, so I'm all 3 pedals at once.
What? Do you have a handbrake mapped?
No. It doesn't work.
You should.
It doesn't work. I've got not enough buttons on my wheel and I can't use my stick. And even when
they do work on the cars now though, just so you know.
And even when I did use the stick, I'd pull the handbrake and it would like roll forward anyway. It would be slower, so there was some effect, but it wasn't enough to be useful.
I can recommend the handbrakes from a Skoda Superb, if that helps.
Is that what you've got?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, feel free to send it over.
I have one from Trustmaster. It's actually really nice.
I bet yours costs more than £12.50 though, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, I think had a one before it. It's stupid expensive.
So how many different cars have you got parts cobbled together from for that rig now? Because it's a Range Rover seat.
It's a Range Rover seat. The dimmer switch on the dashboard is from an MG Turbo, MGF Turbo. I think that's it.
And the Skoda Superb handbrake.
Which of course has got no cable onto it, so I took the springs from the broken down washing machine I got rid of. And that provides tension for the handbrake. So there's bits of my washing machine here as well.
Oh god. You know, sometimes you don't mention any of your projects for a while and I forget how your brain works.
Will it do the job? Yeah, let's use it then.
Sounds like a pretty good way for a brain to work to me.
Oh god.
Actually, there's more than that, because every driving sim you can use a button for a handbrake, except ETS2, because it's a toggle.
Lovely.
So the only way to make the handbrake work with a toggle was to get a point switch from a model railway layout and turn it into a passing contact switch and stick that on the side. So there's part of a railway switch in there as well.
You'd be so good at Warhammer kit bashing.
That sounds like fun, actually.
You'd be so good at that.
The amount of times when I was younger, that you'd find a bit from a kit somewhere. Oh, I know where I can use that.
Yeah, no, that's essentially what it is. It's just
Great fun.
making something that I can't remember what they're called now. The making something that like the company that makes Warhammer would outlaw if it saw it. Just getting a bunch of kits and taking bits and making something completely awful.
That's so much fun, though.
Yeah, no, there's a whole thing for it.
Seeing how you can put things together and make something new. It's like Lego without all the studs.
So, Meccano.
Oh, goddamn!
I once
Meccano.
made Tower Bridge in Meccano.
It's a good winter, that one, Mark, wasn't it?
Sorry?
It was
Winter?
it was a good winter, that one.
I don't think it.
It sounds like a winter project.
This is where it turns out it took you 2 hours.
Oh, no, it wouldn't make any difference. We were in Saudi, so there's no such thing as winter.
Well, yeah, 25 degrees instead of 40, I guess.
I found my dad's very old Meccano, and when he realised I'd built Tower Bridge with it, he packed it up, and I never saw it again.
Wow.
Aw.
What a
That's-
parenting flex.
That sounds so like Grandpa. Like Grandpa will either take a toy away from you, or Grandpa will buy you a toy, insist he has to test it first, immediately
And then
break
break
it,
it.
and then you
Yep.
never see it again.
Yeah. He did that with my inflatable boat. He took it out to make sure it was okay and punctured it on a rock. And then he bought me a line control aeroplane, decided to test it first, looped the loop, and crashed it straight into the ground. And I never saw it again.
Amazing.
Oh god.
But yeah, his Meccano is for remembering, not for building with.
Sounds like a plot of a Lego movie.
It does a bit, doesn't it?
The Meccano gatekeeper. Oh boy.
My dad was the
Bravo.
exact opposite. They refused to buy me new stuff and just went up to the into the attic and went, "Here's a box, entertain yourself."
Wow. Victorian
That's-
childhood.
That
Was there
sounds
something in the
closer
box?
to mine.
Go sell those matchsticks on the corner, and then you can play with the boxes afterwards.
Only after you've done your 10 hours down the coal pit, though. Anyway, on that note, I will leave you guys to it. I've got to go and do some stuff. So thanks for keeping an eye on this race. I'll look forward to catching up on it somehow later on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no
problem.
problem. Yeah, I should have something semi-watchable from it, so...
Yeah, I'll look for yours, and Reese is probably, hopefully, doing it as well. So, but anyway, enjoy. Hey, Riley. Hi and goodbye, mate. As soon as you jumped in, I'm like, I have to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
now.
well, clearly, I wouldn't want to be around me either.
Not at all, mate. So yeah, have a good one, peeps, and I'll look forward to chatting with you later on.
Bye.
Yeah, sure.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you, Darren.
Go.
So, Riley...
I just wanted to celebrate the fact that I got my brake pedal working.
Yay!
Yay!
Are you
That's amazing.
racing
Jump
the
in a random
Aston?
car and join us.
I don't have the time. I have other things to do, unfortunately.
Okay.
I wasted my entire morning avoiding those things, fixing this.
Fair enough. I just,
Oh,
for a moment, I thought you'd avoided driving the good car, the Maserati, for the race, and then turned up to drive the Aston. And I was going to ask if you were genuinely okay.
oh no, they're both terrible, but at least the Maserati is on pace and terrible. Turns out, when you build a car in the 1950s, it just kind of sucks.
There's not a single 3-liter car in this race so far.
Oh, damn it.
I don't think there will be.
Well, I could go for back-to-back wins for the first time in my career. Ever.
Hop in, do just
do
loiter
it.
around.
Yeah.
You only have to do 23 laps.
That's about 50 minutes.
Think of it as testing your new brake pedal.
50 minutes. Oh, it
It's
doesn't
not
have a
50
terrible
minutes.
clunk. Oh, man. Tempting.
Do it.
I'll be right back.
Go on, do it.
It's funny, I've spent more money on fixing the brake pedal than I would have if I just would have bought brand new pedals. If you include all the tools I bought that I've needed for a long time, which I don't.
But now you have the tools.
But now I have the tools.
Yeah, it's great.
That's how I always justify buying something. But now I have it.
I mean, at the
Now
end
I
of,
have.
at the end of the day, it didn't really cost you money because it's something you needed.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
It's like girl math.
Girl math. I'm very good at girl math.
So am I, unfortunately. I was like, I could have bought Hoistingfeld Sprints, or
Or
it wasn't that much money, but I could have. Has a clunk I gotta figure out, but I don't know if it's. It might just go away. Just break it in. Screw it.
haha, break it in.
Ooh. I know why I don't come in here now. That was good.
No, it wasn't. No.
No, how bad it made me feel was impressive.
Oh, yeah, good. That was the aim.
Yeah. How'd race 1 go?
You'd best ask someone else.
Were you not in 1500s?
Well, until the hooter sounded anyway.
Yeah. It finally happened.
Oh no.
It's downhill, so I didn't realise, so I spawned in early, and then I had to be on the brake pedal and with the clutch down, and then the throttle for the start, so I was heel and toeing, and I just got the timing wrong, and it went pop.
I've done that. You've watched me.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I had one retirement in, like, what's that, 21 events, 20 events, and then I've had 2
Back to
retirements
back.
in 3 events. It's...
Yeah, this year has been awful for retirements, actually.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, you have, haven't you?
yeah.
Oh, ow.
Because I've been
Yes.
Because you said earlier, oh, it's fine, you've got a drop round, and in the back of my head, I'm like, no, because Monza happened.
No, I'd forgotten that.
Yeah, so you're
Ow.
now 2 points behind me,
Woohoo!
and yeah, so we've got effectively a showdown for second in the championship at Rouen. Because Matthias is in another
If we weren't
dimension.
playing touring cars, I'd be in front of you.
Why?
Well, Matthias hit me in turns 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Basically kept hitting me until he got past.
In that case, we'd be tied.
Oh, would we?
You would win the tiebreak, but we would be tied on points.
I gotta say, I
And
really
it's probably
love
the
new
closest
puppy.
we've ever been this
Mm.
far into a season.
Well, there's one event left.
Who's
Sorry,
got more
I missed
drops?
here for a bit.
Oh, welcome back.
Oh wait, yeah. No wait, you've had a retirement this season, haven't you?
Me?
Yeah.
What did you do here, Riley?
Yeah, third
Hello.
race. Sorry, third race you didn't.
That'll be my drop round.
Monza, yeah.
Hopefully that'll be my drop round and I don't DNF another one.
6-4-4-8.
That'd
Yeah.
be
I'm sure
ideal.
I've scored no points this season.
Have a
Oh
rough
dear.
weekend.
Hey, just in time.
I think Matthias has got some spare ones.
Yeah, awesome is.
Yeah, no, Matthias has officially won the championship. Because he's on 43 and I'm on 24 and you're on 22.
I think he'd won it before we even started, hadn't he?
Technically, no. If he'd retired from every single race and I'd got 10 points in the last 2 races,
Yeah, if he'd have retired today and next
Yeah.
race.
I'd have to outscore him by 9 points in 2 rounds.
Which was highly unlikely.
Yeah, no, he'd effectively won it. But mathematically... Yeah, no, I that was never going to happen. Because, you know, we enter a class because no one's entered the class, so we've got a chance at the championship, and then an alien joins,
Yeah.
because this is just how it happens.
Yep.
Sim racing.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened last season with Donut.
Yeah, no, it is. I just hope that doesn't happen in BTCO as well.
Well, now you jinxed it.
Well,
I was about to say, now I'll join and then you won't win again.
I'm currently leading the Independence Championship by like 3 points. so that's the thing that's happening, but I'm terrified.
Oh, that's great.
But yeah, the only reason I've done that is because I'm one of like 2 people that's done the full season. So it's...
By default, as some would say.
Yeah, you love to see it.
Favorite way
Still
to
join
win.
if you'd like.
That's the only way a 2-year-old Peugeot could win the Independence Championship.
Oh, goodness. Finally cleaning up my desk for once, and this sucks. I don't know why I decided to do it.
Right. I'll be back in a sec.
Bye forever. Really wishing I wasn't gonna miss Brianza at this point.
How come you're missing out?
What's up?
I said, how come?
Oh, I got family obligations that got moved up. We do Christmas cookies every year, and I cannot miss that. It's die-hard tradition, so they usually happen the week after. And it just so happens with the timing starting at 6 in the morning or 8 in the morning, race start. It's literally right. The whole race happens the whole time I'm there. So, if it wasn't a significant undertaking, I would skip out, but I don't think my family would talk to me ever again if I did that. And some days that sounds like a good idea, but I don't think that would be the right way to do it.
Yeah, I could tell you from experience, you probably don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got family members that shut up, but not really for less.
Jesus. 151.7.
That's so fast.
Yeah.
I did some offline practice and I was in like the 2-minute 30s, and I'm like, I could learn the track, or I could just decide to be busy. It actually get some things done that need to be done.
Just busy.
So. Guys think about that CMS 64 car set that they announced yesterday?
Yeah, it looks nice.
Certainly a thing.
Yeah, we'll
Looks
see
fun.
how it drives. It looks great. But, sort of
I thought the tires on that Alpine look incredibly skinny.
Yeah, nothing looked perfect, but they're like their Trans Am mod is fairly fun. I wouldn't say it's incredibly accurate, but I definitely think Mushu and Mantis have a better handle on how to make cars. Look and feel polished, but they might be fun. That's all that matters. It's they're fun at the end of the day. I'll probably give them a try when they release. And I'm considering running them for a few races at least ones that don't flash. Because I'm probably going to run some of their modern stuff too.
I think I'll wait for you to report back before I even try it.
Yeah, I'll give opinions. Don't worry, I can't help myself. But I think that the way I kind of feel about it is they're a lot more forgiving based on like the Trans Am and other mods they've done, so I don't feel as, I don't know, they're probably easier to race but harder to stand out in. I think everyone kind of go the same speed, a little easier to drive, but it's not always a bad thing. I like touring cars. Easier to drive, but everyone's a little closer, which is a lot of fun.
Maybe that's the touring car answer Nico needed to do a proper like WSC season.
Yeah, I mean, I think that if you want to set it in the 60s, 67 is a much more interesting time than 64, but I don't know.
I mean,
that.
it's close enough.
64, first year for the Daytona.
Yeah, the Shelby Daytona, big time. The C2 Corvette's a pretty cool looking car in there. It's only GT cars though, no prototypes from 64. So I guess that's why the E-Type or D-Type or whatever it is.
How many cars are advertised in this new mod, anyways?
I didn't see a number, but I think it's this. I think there were 8 in the video, 8 or 9, which is a few. Quite enough. How many exactly?
I guess we'll find out when they release it.
Yeah, they're gonna release it in the next couple of weeks. What they were saying on their Discord. I guess they've got some test races and stuff they want to do and do their cockamamie BOP shit that they do to all their cars, but that's not always bad either. They kind of make this approachable and competitive approach rather than staunchly realistic, which could be fun, I guess. I haven't really experienced much of it, but
Yeah, kind of miss
like the Trans Am mod is really well balanced. If it's like that,
it'd be for our conversation how we want for throwing out the idea that we should pull the 54 cars back to what they were in 54, but still keep like the mechanical sympathy.
yeah, it's kind of somewhere in between there. It's a difficult balance to strike. I think that it's definitely better to have more realism than more raceability. Like all the cars don't have to be the exact same.
Yeah, but
it does make it a lot easier to do a championship if they're similar.
Sure you don't mean the other way around?
No, I like them more realistic. Personally, like the way we have. I guess I'm saying like the 54 mod and the 67 mod. I think it's better the way we have it. Than that compared to them all being really, really close. Because then you get to you get a little more in tune with the quirks of each individual car. Makes it more like your own. But if you're going to run a full-length championship, it makes more sense for it to be balanced as well. That's the problem. If you're doing one-off events, I think it's more fun than what we've got. I fall somewhere in between, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. There's merits to both.
Yeah, because in my opinion, I think we need to pull it back a bit here.
Yeah, they definitely have gotten a lot more hard to drive.
Yeah, and our numbers have dropped off because of it.
I don't think that, and it's also that time of year where people are busy with things that are fake race cars.
I mean, it certainly helped too if we actually raced on Saturday instead of Sunday.
That's kind of why I'm looking at CMS, because they got Saturday races. group of guys is. I don't know how their racing is. It seems okay from what I've seen. I'll have to try it out. I think just everyone from HSO just goes over there for big events and just stomps, and it'd be kind of funny.
That's how you end up getting banned from leagues.
It is. I've seen it done. I've done it. I've been banned and done the banning. Oh man.
I was gonna say that's happened to my team before.
Yeah, it hurts a lot of feelings. It's like we're just trying to race. We're not trying to do anything.
It's not our fault you suck.
Yes, yeah, exactly. It's not our fault y'all are fucking slow. Figure it out. That also doesn't help anybody. You just hurt feelings more. What are you calling me slow for? Because you're slow.
Man, also, I think I like Darren's idea of, you know, doing something similar like what we did with HRC and just, you know, just maybe like 8 like once a month big events.
I would,
I could do once a month.
yeah, once a month is more than enough. Once every 5 weeks is fine. You know, like I like racing, but I like more variety, and I feel like when you're doing them every 2 weeks, you really just get
In a rut.
yeah
Burnt
in a
out.
rut, and then you feel like you can't take time to do other racing games. And I've only been doing this for 7-8 months. I haven't even done it for years.
And plus, I mean, sprinkle in like, you know, like Nico's events or just another.
Yeah, so like Targa, I started practicing for a month and a half ago, and then like I didn't feel like I practiced that much, and I had no time left to do HRC or HSO practice. Been reading the HRC channel too much.
I mean, you know, have like, you know, the main points paying, you know, like events, you know, like once a month, and maybe like scattered in some non-championship races, like these short or sprint races.
Yeah, it'd be fun. I'm with that. Good idea. At least
And
that's
then-
how I feel about it.
And then sprinkle in Nico's full-length event.
I think all of us like the
How the hell is 01 second?
Well, enjoy those full lengths until we finally decide to do an actual 24-hour race.
Hell yeah,
Problem is
let's go.
finding enough people to do that.
Yeah.
It's like, you gotta remember, this little niche doesn't have the same pull data 24 hours and iRacing does.
Good.
You say good, but I'd prefer a full grid over maybe not even half a grid.
Oh, I prefer a full grid. I don't prefer the people from iRacing.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
I would rather have 3/4 of a grid. Half a grid's not enough, but 3/4 of a grid of this group of people than half us and half iRacing standard. That, oh god, I just don't miss it. I am so surprised at how much I don't miss it.
I absolutely don't miss the individual races. Any
I
of
like
them.
the big events. I might even run Daytona.
Yeah. I like the big events. I like Daytona or whatever, and you know I like it when I actually get to do some driving. Thank you,
But-
Thomas.
I've had enough bad experience with them that
Yeah.
like, I don't live for them like I used to. Like after getting wrecked out on lap 2 of Le Mans, I really don't care anymore. And it's half because the person was an idiot, and half because iRacing just refused to make the steering straight again. I'm like, it's a fucking Audi R18. They have spare steering rods. Go fucking get them.
Yeah. Luckily, problems like that aren't really there anymore.
Yeah, they've worked on that.
Yeah, like the Bathurst 1000 and the Bathurst 12 Hour. I really look forward to them. I love those races. It's so much fun. Sebring. They could do Sebring in
played
iRacing.
Sebring.
What they could do Sebring in iRacing once every 3 years, and it would still happen too often. It always feels like I've just done Sebring, and Sebring is coming up next.
Well, my
Yeah,
problem
I'm
is
still
the
sick of it, and I haven't done it for ages.
Yeah.
The last time I ran it, got destroyed by someone who thought they were God's gift to sim racing. On like I got out of the car, and my teammate got in, and they were second, we were first, and they had like maybe a couple tenths a lap on us, and they caught up to us and wrecked us. It's like it's a 12-hour race. We're 3 hours in. Like, what are you doing? Why is this happening? Like, just
We got totally wrecked by someone who was lapping us, even though we've moved over.
Yeah. Oh no, that happened to us every race.
To be fair, we actually had a chat with that person, and it was a genuine mistake, and it was like a new wheel and a weird bump.
Sure, yeah, mistakes happen.
It was incredibly frustrating when we rolled 16 times.
Oh, hey, you know, Miff, you know Marty Snyder. You've heard of Marty Snyder, NASCAR?
Yeah.
He has a son named Myatt Snyder, races now.
Oh yeah, Xfinity, right?
Yeah, when he was 15, he did iRacing 24 Hours Daytona and came within a millimeter of destroying us in his GT3 AMG Mercedes, going backwards at 180 through turn 1.
Real mature. Love it.
It's the funniest thing I can imagine. I guess like the fact that it's somebody that you can picture makes it way funnier.
What is it with racing drivers and just like real life racing drivers and just doing really stupid stuff on sim racing?
Because it's a video game.
It's just
it don't handle like it do in real life.
They just don't care. They don't treat it like it's
The real cars, they don't have to be invested.
Yeah, they don't even pretend like it's real, which is fine. They don't have to, but
I don't know, it's just a weird disrespect of other people's time. Like, I understand doing the thing that we all did when we were 8 and starting an AI race and, like, jumping the start and then going backwards through turn 1 and obliterating the field. Like, I understand
now, to be fair, he did just lock the brakes up. It's not like he... When I say backwards, I mean ass end first.
Oh, okay.
But yes, at the same time, they just don't care. Like, it's just not...
At least try.
Their mistakes don't have any weight. They don't give a shit. You know, which is fine. It's just how they play. It just sucks for us. It was funny, and it was fun to swear at him.
Yeah.
It would have been a lot less funny if we did die. But, we've done Daytona, my old group of buddies, about like 8 times. 6 times. And it's a nightmare every time we do it. But we've had a lot of fun.
That's the thing, is like, when it goes well, or when it goes in such a way that it's fun, it's really fun. And you really get into it.
Yep.
But like,
I mean, we've been lucky enough to get down to racing for the win and the podium multiple times, which is really cool.
Yeah. But like,
outside of that, oh boy.
We went from Bathurst 1000, which was, we were racing for about 5th, which was the fastest Holden, and we were pushing. It was one hell of... I was properly into that, and then it all ended in about 3 seconds. And I had a lot of fun, but I felt crushed, which is how you know it mattered. But you know, it happens, that's fine. And then Fuji happened, and my teammate started the race, did a double stint, and 90 minutes in, kick-flipped the car on a sausage curb, and I never got to turn a lap. So, like, two sides of the coin.
That's a really rare thing for Thomas, though.
Oh yeah. It was literally a really, really small amount of aero push coming out of the last corner at Fuji, and he ran like 1/3 of a meter wide, lightly clonked the first sausage curb, which pulled his car left, and then hit the centre of the floor, smacked the second sausage curb, and it bounced the front up. And then when the back of the car hit the second sausage curb, it did a front flip.
Also, can we just take a short second and talk about how Fuji used to be a beautiful racetrack, and then they added a go-kart track to the final sector?
Okay, Reese.
But it's so not fun.
Yeah.
Like, that literally is how it, like, he nailed it. Like, that's exactly what it feels like, and it's so unfortunate.
It's horrible. I hate the final sector.
I
of
mean,
GT.
go all the way back to when they had the big banked curve.
Yeah, the big bank curve's pretty badass, but I don't mind the current.
Have
turn
you
one.
tried driving that coming off the banking into the first, or well, I guess second quarter? It's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, I like terrifying, but I
It's
don't think
impossible
I'd
to
like to race
drive.
it. Yeah, I wouldn't like to race it. I just to drive it. But the like the
I didn't
like
even
the
say race. I
final
said
sector-
drive.
Yeah, that's a good one. It is terrifying. I enjoy it.
It's fun in DRM cars, but no, never
I
again.
really just wish that they wouldn't have. There's nobody runs the north. Like, do they even have the pavement there to not run that last sector? Like, is it gone? I don't know.
I think it's still there, but it's not usable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Motegi.
It's like the oval at Monza.
Yeah, or the oval at
Gotcha.
Motegi. Or
Well, that only collapsed recently.
or Rockingham in the UK.
Or Rockingham in the United States.
Yeah, no. Rockingham is being restored, isn't it? Just had new asphalt laid.
North Wilkesboro did that.
Yeah, I think it's the same group of people this summer laid a new layer of asphalt at Rockingham.
Speaking of repaving, I am so happy they repaved Mid Ohio.
Did they?
They did repave in Ohio.
Yeah, they repaved Mid Ohio.
Probably a good thing. That place it needed it.
Yeah. I think they repaved it like
Ovals.
Road America.
Road America was a shame.
It didn't need it.
like
The
Watkins.
thing is, Watkins Glen, they all needed it though, because they're all up north, so they freeze every winter, and it just ruins the pavement. Like, they were undrivable for anything outside of like it was not fun for people to go every week with it. Those racetracks don't make most of their money unless they've got people going out on for club racing.
Yeah.
You know, that's almost half of their income probably outside of the major touring events, probably maybe a little over 2/3, I guess. So a third of their income is from people just driving on a racetrack. And you're not going to go to a racetrack unless it's Sebring, because it's so terrible for your car.
Good luck,
It's
Robin.
inaccessible.
Thanks, I need it.
It's okay. I won't be
You
there
think-
in your way this time.
Do you think Sebring needs to be repaved? Because I think it does.
Oh yeah, but they won't repave
For
it. They'll just
years.
take the top layer off.
I'm okay with them taking the top layer off, but they need to do something. Especially if they want to have WEC back again. Hypercars, just a lot. A lot for those chassis.
Redoing racetracks, can they repave Nazareth as well? Bring that back
Oh
into circulation?
yeah,
I don't really
Nazareth
think
was
they
so
could
good.
repave it, but
That's just right on the cusp of being near enough that I can actually go there.
Nazareth, it's so good, so weird. Hot take: I don't think WEC are ever going to go back to Sebring, even if it is repaved, because I think it's more a safety issue.
yeah, it's not
They've had
grade,
two
whatever.
big rolls in the last 2 years.
Well, maybe don't be a bad driver.
Okay,
we don't all pile into each other.
would you like to say that to Jose Maria Lopez?
No car barbecues.
Yet.
One was enough.
Now, how are these
Alright.
big cars going to handle the first hairpin?
Yeah.
Slowly.
Everyone
Oh.
locks up.
Oh,
Reese on the inside. Ooh,
Reese,
contact. Ooh.
Reese going for a gap that just wasn't there.
Alright, well, everybody enjoy. I gotta go finish my chores up.
Enjoy.
Good luck.
Hey, Riley.
Bye.
Have
See you
fun.
guys. Talk to you soon.
Toodles.
Okay, so Nicholas and another one I've checked out.
Mhm.
Mm,
And no one was surprised.
yeah. Mantas has snuck into third. Oh, Mantas is sideways. And in the wall. Reese is now 3rd. Mantas back to 5th.
Just a quick question. If you were heel and towing, that means you were using your clutch. Does that mean you fixed your shifter?
No.
Oh.
I use my clutch off the start, so I don't use it for shifting. I've got auto clutch on for that. Also, I physically can't actually heel and tow for gear changes for more than about 10 minutes before my ankle commits die.
Right.
Sounds like you need to practice more.
Do you even know what's wrong with your shifter?
I think I've just killed 3rd and 4th gear over time by using it as a semi-automatic.
Oh.
Because it won't stay in 3rd, and it kind of won't stay in 4th sometimes.
You've probably worn through the gate.
Yeah. I've worn through something, I know that much. One is properly keeping up with Nicholas.
I mean, R1's no slouch of a driver either, so.
Oh yeah, but it's the difference between Jag and Lancia.
Probably means they're using the slower Lancias then.
Hmm.
Yeah, Reese is using the 24.
Hasn't really got a chance to spread its wings, stretch its legs, whatever.
Yeah, it feels like if you use the D25 here, it would be all downside and no benefit.
No.
Yeah.
For the first time ever.
Hmm.
Took us long enough to find the track.
Yeah, I think the calendar should have had more of these kind of conundrum tracks, but unfortunately, with the way that circuits were back then, and the kind of circuits that hosted the World Sports Car Championship, I don't think there was much opportunity for that.
No. That's one way to take the jump.
Yeah? Mantas having fun. Ooh, one's gone wide. but it's
Yeah,
fine.
got it.
Struggling to tell what Reese is doing because of Australian internet.
He's struggling.
Hmm.
It's very much surfing around the corners when I was near him.
Mm-hmm. I think he's gonna use this as his drop rounds.
Yeah, that's not really how that car should be behaving.
Mm.
I feel like I'm driving the Ever Given.
Hey, you look like you're having a fun battle.
That's not a battle.
I really think that Nicholas is using the T20. What's Nicholas being
Robin!
used?
It's fine, it'll buff out. On all the apexes. Never get past.
Ooh, oh, one, that was a bit close.
Nice.
You're still ahead. This is such a hard-fought battle for seventh.
The exact opposite of the battle I had yesterday.
Hmm.
I was in a McLaren trying to chase down a Mercedes which had a good 50 kilometers an hour on me in the straightaways. But it was Suzuka, so every time we got into the twisties I'd be right back on his tail.
What was this in?
GT3 cars.
What sim?
Not the same. Gran Turismo.
Ah.
Some might say Sam. I don't.
Yeah.
It's a very fun game though. Especially with the
I mean,
right
honestly,
people.
any is it really fair to call a console-based racing game a sim, like Gran Turismo or Forza?
Well, Forza and
mean-
Gran Turismo, no, but Assetto Corsa on console, yes.
Sure, yeah, but AC and ACC are both on console. Mantas has just almost hit PETA.
Why I say console based, you know, like based around the console, not
Eh,
Cool Enthuse, yeah, the same. Which that was an old PS2 game.
oh, Mantas is in the wall.
Oh,
That
dear.
had better physics than some of the PC sims at the time.
The thing is, I just see it as they designed their physics around being driven by a controller instead of an actual steering wheel.
You say that, but all the World Tour races are done almost exclusively on wheel.
Hmm. Yeah, it's too blurry a line.
It doesn't matter anyway.
I think the sim versus arcade thing is kind of pointless.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. Just play the fucking game. Enjoy
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
It's a sim code.
Oh, that's a dirty word. We don't use that here. Marketing buzzword.
It's all
I
language.
can
and
only imagine how
languages.
annoyed that guy is behind me now.
Massive.
I mean, it's not your fault if you can't find your way past.
I was going to say, clearly not annoyed enough to find a way past.
Yeah, he's gonna try it. Long way around.
Oh,
Yeah, he's got the pace.
oh yeah, his best lap is 0.9 faster than yours. He should be past you.
Well, but where it makes the speed though? Corners, which is
Yeah.
where I'm
Probably
wide enough to be a problem.
Yeah.
Defending.
Just before we started, I put in a little bit more diff to get me out of the corners, and I'm kind of glad I did that now.
It's paying off.
Oh yes. Oh, he's trying to get a run up.
He's got you.
That was the wall.
The corner of your car was just scraping the apex wall. Oh, he lifts early for the jump for some reason.
Wow.
Probably doesn't want to go side by side with me.
Yeah, maybe.
I wouldn't either.
Chicken.
Chicken. I had so many side-by-side battles with, was it you, Declan? It was, wasn't it? Who was my teammate in Season 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had so many side-by-side battles. That was so fun. What's worse than being side-by-side with one Cunningham? Being side-by-side with one Cunningham while also in a Cunningham.
Not side by side, that's called a blockade.
Speaking of, I tried to drive Buenos Aires in like AMS2 in the modern Brazilian stock cars, and I just kept trying to drive it like it was a Cunningham, and it did not work.
Oh, those things have aero.
Yeah, no, exactly. But that stadium section is horrible no matter what you drive it in, but in that Cunningham, Jesus. My lord.
90s F1 cars are kind of fun in there.
Yeah, I'll have to try that. I have been having a lot of fun with the Formula High-Techs.
I think the biggest smile I've had on my face while driving in the sim was the, I want to say 90s F1 on Imola, 80s edition.
Yeah.
Although that was an AMS1, not 2.
Have you got a thing for that wall?
Yeah, just give it a little kiss every
Try
time.
driving this thing
You seem very close.
and then criticize me.
Oh, he didn't break that lap. They didn't break before the crest.
So you have to remember, the hood bulge on this thing is massive, so I cannot see anything to the right of me.
It's the David Bowie car. No one can ever see past the bulge.
Thank you for that lovely mental image.
It's David Bowie, come on! Are you telling me whenever David Bowie comes up in conversation at all, that the David Bowie bulge isn't, like, foremost in your mind?
No.
Have you seen Labyrinth?
Yes.
I don't... One of those things
I've always
must
been
not
more
be
into
true.
his music.
One of those things must not be true. You can't have seen Labyrinth and... No, don't believe it.
I know what you're referring to, it's just not the first thing that comes to mind when you mention David Bowie.
What's the answer to a clue in a crossword I was doing this morning?
What, David Bowie's bulge?
No, Labyrinth.
Oh, right, okay. I was thinking that must be one hell of an interesting crossword.
Just realized I'm in a David sandwich.
You're in a C-type sandwich. You're in a Curia Cost sandwich.
Oh no, David sandwich sounds like more fun Friday night than a Curia Cost sandwich.
I'll make...
I'm gonna take off here. You gotta take care of some things here.
Yeah. It was fun seeing you. See you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
How goes delivery?
I've added sponsor and name. So I've done everything that I can do without looking at it in the showroom, and obviously I'm spectating the race, so I can't do that.
Fair enough.
I think it's pretty good. Yeah, thank you for mentioning to not just grab from the sponsors sheet. I think I've come up with some actually perhaps mildly interesting things.
I like
Yeah, no offense to Ruchu, but I don't really like his sponsor thingies.
Well, that's fair enough.
I
Sorry, what?
like the dragon mechanism on the side.
Thank you.
God, it's only been 11 laps.
I felt like that in the beginning as well. I looked over, it'd been like 8 laps. I thought, no, don't look at that again. I did worry myself with fuel though. Half a litre left.
What do you put in 18?
Yeah.
Okay, he got tired of me. He bumped his way past.
Oh. Yeah, 18 is pretty much
Gotta
bang
stay
on.
there.
Bang on the number.
Yeah, it's just I hadn't been looking at the lap counters, and suddenly the fuel warning light came on. I went, oops. And then realised it was
Jab.
up there.
Crashed his way back into behind me.
Mhm.
Oh wow, even Gerard has caught up.
Yeah, that was quite an opportunistic move. And then he just immediately got it wrong.
Then the open diff caught him out.
Mantas is catching Petter again. Oh, Petter's spinning in turn 1.
He's in the middle.
And David is rail riding.
Doesn't look like he lost any speed though. No.
Which David?
The back end.
Back a Crashadon.
Ah. Ooh, that was a fair old smack as well.
Yeah, maybe think of that guy. Nope, forgotten his name. We did that in real life.
Chastain.
Last lap.
Chastain, Martinsville.
Yeah.
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 The thing that will never be done again.
I think it was the best move ever.
The thing that surprised me about that one after the fact was that he wasn't the first one to try it.
Yeah, I think
He's
Larson.
just the first one to actually succeed with it.
Yeah, I think Larson did it in like 21 or something at Darlington, and it just didn't quite work. I think it's because everyone else has decided after they've started the corner, whereas he lined himself up for it before the corner started and just throttled.
Also, he got lucky that no one got in his way.
Yeah, he got very lucky that he didn't hit someone. Which, considering the context of those cars and the safety issues they were having, that could have been very bad.
Been a fireball.
Well, there was the thing with concussions, wasn't there?
Oh yeah, that too.
I think David Becca has some steering damage.
I would
Wouldn't
hope
be surprised.
so.
He hit the wall quite hard.
Yeah, it's steering a little bit to the right.
Yeah, I'd hope he'd have steering damage after those clonks, because they were not insignificant.
So who are number 4 and 5? Because they seem to be having a race.
Mantas and Petter.
Uh,
They've been about a second apart for a while, and then Mantas closed it a little bit, and Petter made a mistake into turn 1 and they swapped. Yeah, it
Yours is
essentially...
probably the best battle on the track at the moment, though.
Yeah, it's essentially Mantas and Petter have been running close together, you and David have been running close together, everyone else is spread out. You and David has been the most interesting thing to watch most of the race.
Yeah.
and there's only been one pass in that.
Yeah.
Hardly thrilling action, I'd say, but they will. These
Well-
cars are just so languid to drive, it doesn't really feel like a battle.
You say that, but looking at how much David is clearly trying
Oh,
and
yeah.
just can't quite get there.
Probably overdriving slightly, just kicking himself for the time that he did get past and then binned it.
Yeah. And of course is managing damage.
Yeah.
And has a yellow Ferrari in the mirror. Knowing that if there's a small mistake, then you're defending and not attacking.
Yeah. Has Gerard ever driven anything else?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I kind of wish I'd taken the same approach, to be fair.
Really?
Are you sure you would have had to drive this track twice?
I mean, Cunningham's a lot of fun, though.
Opinions differ.
Yeah, I do miss it. I appreciate that I'm quote-unquote competitive in the Porsche. But no matter the car, I'm not going to be competitive with the likes of Matthias. I'd rather be 7th, 8th and having an amazing time in a car that I love than be, you know, 2nd, 3rd every race that I can actually not bin it in a car that is kind of okay, I guess. Like, if I was doing a single player season, the Porsche is not the car I would pick. I picked it based on what everyone else was entering with. And I did it twice as well. I made the same mistake twice. Sorry?
I didn't want the Porsche to start with, I wanted the Gordini, and now nobody's driving the damn things. Yeah, the problem with the Porsches is if you lose ground, there's literally nobody to fight with because you're at the back.
Yeah. You're not going to get mixed up with other classes.
No.
Not until they're lapping you.
I mean, even today, I'm surprised at how lonely a race I had.
Yeah.
Yellow flag. Who's dead?
Okay.
Number 6.
Mantas. Retired.
and he's
out.
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 Now all of a sudden I'm in a battle for points.
No?
I missed the crash.
Go, go, go.
Coming onto the wide open road, clonked the wall, wobbled,
Oh,
and just scraped himself along the barrier.
David's also had an issue, because
Yeah.
now it's
Fallen into the
Gerard behind me.
clutches of Gerard.
I think it's just damage that. Yeah, he's leaning more and more to the right. He's grabbing a little bit.
Actually, he's Belgian, so I can call him Gerard.
Oh yeah, you can call. Yeah, Gerard, why not?
He's French Belgian though, so you'd
Yeah,
kill
so
me
it's
if I did
still
that.
Gerard. It's still Gerard, but
Oh yeah, okay. So David whacked the wall coming onto that big wide straight.
oh, he's not breaking. Yeah, he's
Got overtaken by Gerard and then immediately smacked the wall lightly again and made it worse.
I wonder if it's mainly front right damage, or is it also in the rear?
But I think it's both.
But- It seems to be having a lot of issues just getting the power down compared to in the early race.
Yeah, I think it's both, because when he went onto the back straight and clonked the wall there, it was both corners. I think the front right has had more, but I think both have had problems.
That might have something to do with how much fuel he's got on board as well. Though. How can you rewind? I can't rewind.
Press R.
Press R.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Also, how did Erwin lose so much time? Is it just pace?
Yeah. I'd say so. Irwin's gone from 52s and 3s to 4s and 5s, whereas Niklas is 50s and 51s all day long.
The consistency on Nicholas is just insane.
Yes.
Especially when you're talking about that kind of speed as well.
That kind of speed in that kind of class.
Yeah.
Oh, Gerard's gone wide.
And he's lost it. The place, not the car.
I think Erwin also had a little tap because he's also not straight in his steering.
Okay. It was something that didn't
Niklas
cost
is
him
not
time.
far behind. Niklas is only a couple of 100 yards behind.
Behind what, Gerard?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I think Erwan might have had a little bonk, but it didn't cost time so much. It might be those little kind of cumulative damage.
Reese's gone. Reese's upside down.
Ah,
Oh dear.
turn 1. Oh. Oh, that's a bad accident.
Yeah.
He can flip it over. He has.
Yes.
Still
but-
going.
Oh, it's really not straight. Yeah, he's.
Oh, he got all crossed up coming off the jump.
Yeah. Just landed badly and it snapped on him.
Yeah, and he's steering at, what is it? 50, 60. Stay straight.
It never even cost him a place.
Yeah, this is just surviving now for Reese.
Did anybody get lapped in the first race?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jonathan went like 4 or 5 laps down. Declan went 1 or 2 before retiring.
Oh, no, I meant people who hadn't retired.
I
Yeah,
did.
Jonathan didn't retire. You didn't retire. You went a lap down.
He's back.
Oh.
For the good-o or bad-o or...
Nicholas has passed.
Nicholas is passing Gerard anyway.
Thing should be driven like a catamaran, with people just hanging over the side so it actually turns.
It's a double sidecar. Make it a center driving position and have 2 passengers.
Oh, like the old Inter series cars.
Yeah. And then have them do sidecar style leaning. It'll work. It'll be great.
It'd be amusing to watch.
Stop hitting the wall. It's not good for you.
You are talking to the C-type, right?
Yes.
Nicholas has passed.
So it's directly behind you, Nick.
No, I think you can let him go on the straight.
Don't even have to let him go. He'll just go. Oh, he brakes before the jump.
Yeah, it's going 217 over it, I think. So I think he overshoots if he doesn't.
Modern car problems.
David still looks borderline feral trying to get past you.
Only just gotten back up to me.
Yeah.
See if he still has patience.
I doubt it.
Oh, he's just clonked a wall.
Ever so slightly.
Keeps doing it like once a lap.
Yeah. But the steering is so off.
Gotta put even more fuel in, the rear is starting to get loose.
I'm actually surprised that Petro isn't even able to catch up to Reese at the moment. It's stable 20 seconds.
16 on my screen.
Oh, really? Oh yeah, now it is. Just showing 61. Just RF2 things, I guess.
Yeah.
that past you.
Not quite.
Long.
He tried to.
This is a really interesting battle.
Pretty much the only thing worth watching.
Yeah, everyone else is spaced out. Oh, he's clogged the wall again.
Yeah, no surprise.
Another news, water is still wet.
Technically, it isn't.
No, I'm not having another server devolve into anarchy because of this debate. This has happened too many times.
Really?
Yes, this conversation is not happening. End off.
Well, the fact that water isn't wet in and of itself, it just makes other things wet.
Yep, we're not having that. No. Like, I'm fine with spherical cows and whatnot, but we're not having the is water wet conversation.
Yeah.
I kind of want to counter that argument with if something.
No.
No. I'm gonna go into it. I agree with you completely. But is loop slippery on itself, or is it slippery if it's?
No. I said we're not having this conversation. We're not having.
We're having it.
We're not. No.
No, we're gonna have it.
I will server mute you. Don't make me.
Fine.
That sounds like admin abuse.
I'm keeping
Yeah,
the
I can
peace,
report that.
okay? I'm keeping the peace. I'm not having this happen again.
I've heard that conversation as well, and I don't really care. It's always just funny to see people react to it.
Oh god. You are right though, Pedder's not really catching Reese at all.
Mm-hmm. Does he? I don't see any real damage on Petter, so... Is he just content with 4?
Yeah, I mean, Pedder's had a couple of spins and half spins and
Yeah.
battled with Mantas, so I don't think he's got a clean car, I just don't think he's got steering damage.
Yeah.
Maybe at this point he's just thinking I'll settle for a finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he really is pushing.
Who, David?
Oh no, Petter.
Well, you also have to keep in mind, Reese is probably quite a bit faster than Petter.
Oh yeah, definitely. Reese is stupid fast. But in the States, his cars, it shouldn't be.
But Reese did drag his car home at Bathurst after he whacked it right near the end.
Yeah.
He's at practice.
Yeah, no, exactly. He makes a habit out of it.
I don't know about that.
I mean, how many times has he had an incident of some description in the second half of a race?
You know, I'm not gonna check right now. I'll get back to you.
It's been like 4 or 5 at least.
Yeah, he has had, but never this big and survived, I think.
Again, Bathurst was pretty bad. It was only 1 and he didn't roll, but it was pretty bad.
It was a big hit.
I think Spa was his worst one, but that was decent.
Mm.
And then he just couldn't drive up the hill.
Yeah.
Hit wide.
It's fine. David's really struggling to put the power down.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, his steering got worse as well, so...
Yep.
I think you're safe.
Unless I make a very big mistake or he goes full kamikaze. Yeah, probably.
It isn't a public lobby, so we shouldn't.
You say that. But I've been full kamikazed in private leagues before. Usually by people who get very impatient because they're faster but they're behind a slower car.
Yeah, that's the thing, I don't really have those occasions. I'm not the fastest on track, so...
Yeah. Not a problem I run into often. Mind you, he's been having this battle for 25 laps and he's not done it, so...
Yeah. I think if
Oh,
he...
done it
still-
once.
Wall again.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, I
managed
think
it
if
once,
he's...
I should say.
I think if he still had a clean car, he could have. But in the current state, I don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't think he's going to get close
He's
enough.
back. Oh, he's back in the walls.
Ooh, go. He's hit the wall. Oh, he's hit the wall properly that time.
Yeah. Oh, you're safe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
His
Okay.
steering is bent to the other side now.
So now his car is straight again.
No, it's entirely left-leaning now.
Ew.
Or is it technically to the right if you have to counter-steer left?
It's
going.
left hand
I
down,
don't
so
know.
it's pulling right. Yeah.
Is it wet?
No, no.
It's moist, it's moist.
I'm so glad I moved out. Oh, he's hit a wall again. Jesus.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not...
he's really fighting that car now.
So what's going on with the other David? Because he keeps losing time.
I think he's just cruising. I don't see any direct damage.
Oh, 2 minutes on lap 25.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he just outbroke himself? Well, the rest he has been really consistent in the 26s, so... in the 56s.
So holy crap. How is he not leading?
In the 26s, that's really slow. Rolling around doing a 226.
Oh, I was gonna go
You
126.
can get him the other way.
Which one is the most likely?
In a C-type,
Mm-hmm.
I think we know.
We give it some arrow.
Let's put some wings on that bad boy.
Someone
Let's
has
go
to have
full
done that at
70s.
some point.
And some fluffy dice.
It's a fluffy
That'll
type.
make it go faster.
Paint it red.
Actually, what you're describing there is just the Forza version.
Mm. Yeah, it probably is.
Okay, lap 25 he was letting Nicholas past.
Oh, yeah. Probably in the worst possible section.
Turn 1.
Yeah, that's...
Lifted early so that Nicholas wasn't following in the really tight section.
wonder what the 3-liter class is actually at the moment, because it's only 3.5, right? 3 plus, right?
Yeah, there's
Yes.
only 5 litres in this race, yeah.
What's the standing?
Let's have a look.
Oh wow, it's
Matt and
that
Yuka
doesn't
are
sound
tied.
correct. That doesn't look correct.
I think it is. Riley was the only
Oh, yeah,
finisher at
last
Goodwood.
week- Oh yeah, that's true. Damn.
So Matt and Yuka are tied, 6 points behind us, Jim. And Riley on
Anything
10.
is still possible.
Yeah, Christian on 8.
Holy
Check.
fuck, my results are atrocious. Then again, I crashed one. I didn't finish in Goodwood. I didn't participate last race. Seems about right. Worst season so far.
Yeah.
I had one to forget last time as well, so it happens to everybody sooner or later.
To be fair, 54 was still my favorite. I only joined halfway, but it was so much fun.
I really miss 53 and 4. Again, I just really miss the Cunningham.
I really missed the diff on the 1.5 liter Oscar.
Mm.
It was so fun to slide.
If it doesn't have one.
The 1.5 had one.
Not anymore.
Yeah, sadly. I noticed on Mount Panorama. Such a fun car at Goodwood. I think Petra is about to be lapped.
No,
Is he
Nicholas is
still
on the
away?
last lap.
Okay, then he's oh yeah, and he
He's definitely cruising. Nicholas wins.
Yep, there's a surprise.
So over finally.
I think who's the last on track? That's gonna be Petra, I guess.
Yes. Well done, Robin.
Okay.
Point.
You survived.
Hung
Nice
in there.
rear entry.
1 point, singular.
Point.
Is
Woohoo.
point.
Has the Cunningham ever gotten a gold star?
No,
What point?
I don't think so.
Silver stars, I know, yes, but gold star.
I'd have to look at the results. I can't
Most
remember.
likely in 30, in 53 or 54 then.
Oh, thank you. Entry list. Where's the results? For ye olde. Reese comes across the line in third.
I was going to say
Honk.
clean race, but it isn't.
Petter crosses the line.
And that's only David.
Ah, here we are. 55, 53, 54. Oh, you'd have to, because class points count towards Gold Star.
Since when?
since always. It's whichever one of your two contributes the most, I think. So Jackson's got... Jackson in 55 had 6 points at whatever the Australian round was. And that is because at that round in Silver Star he got 6 points. So, in answer to your has it ever got class points?
No, has it
Sorry,
ever
has
got
it
gold star points?
ever got gold star points? I got a point in 53. I got 13 in 54. Jackson got 6 in 55.
So the short answer is wet. Sorry, yes.
Yeah, Declan also got 2 in 54. Whether those points were from Silver Star contributing to Gold Star or Gold Star on its own, I can't say. Right.
Well, that's that done.
That's that done. Race over.
Okay, well that's why
Stream
everyone
over.
was losing time.
Bye.